Welcome back to my workshop, everyone. Mike McConville here, Stratford, Ontario, Canada, for StringTechWorkstations. Now here we have a Japanese Telecaster mahogany body. So this needs to be dressed in multiple places. So I've gone over it with all the various straight edges and kind of checked all those high spots all the way along. So there's spots all over the neck. You only have about 30 thou fret. That's the original height of these frets. Very small. It's all mastered, ready to go. I've marked all of these high spots before I get started. So I'm going to go first stage of leveling, and then I'll stop and bring you in for a closer look. Okay, we'll bring you in real close. You can see all of those high spots. You can see where the fret is squared off. You see where the crown, it was only on this side. This side didn't even touch. This side's the opposite. Here was the high spot. This side never touched. So you can see that you've got to do your reconnaissance before you get started. Now, we had set the truss rod and got this neck as straight as possible before we started this whole process. And as you can see, this is all done without clamps, vices, or CNC machines. This thing will play better than it's ever played since it was made. These discrepancies in the frets were never addressed. So the action was high, it was horrible to play. This will be slick as butter when we're done. Alright, these frets are buffed out to a mirror shine, and I did want to point out, much like Randy's 61 Tele, there are still a few very faint sort of ghost marks in the first position. But I wasn't prepared to grind all these very small frets down further to get rid of a couple of little microscopic specks in the first and second fret. Now we can get onto the compensated nut, and we're going to switch out the bridge saddles to Glendale saddles. We got our concave tracing off the fret, and we made our convex radius gauge. This will just slip in under the string, spring-loaded, self-adjusting, and that'll allow us to set the bridge up for a perfect match to the fingerboard radius. Okay, so this is the wrap-up on this Tele. Pickup heights are adjusted, compensated nut is done. As you can see, the action's pretty slick. It's really quite a lovely guitar, the mahogany, you know, with the F-hole in it. Super light, unbelievably light. And this neck is a big chunk of neck. It's like that Eric Johnson Strat neck. Completely different animal than his 61. Is this last saddle, the E and A, when we ordered the Glendale saddles for his 1961 Telecaster, we ordered an extra EA saddle. He went with a titanium one on the other one. So we have a leftover bell brass saddle. We're going to put that in here just to tweak the intonation a little bit. The other four strings lined up pretty good, surprisingly, just with the two saddles on four strings. Mahogany Tele's finally done. I guess it's an A minor thing that kind of goes briefly to C major. I'm just kind of laying these chords down. The second part goes. So I'm going to blow over top of that and kind of switch the pickups around. You can kind of hear this thing. Here we go. So here's the neck pickup. So neck pickup, both pickups, and bridge pickup. Okay, so neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Much different beast than that 61. So now that we've got this thing playing 100% and got rid of all those extraneous high spots, Randy's going to take it home for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever and kind of make a decision on if he will change pickups and what pickups he may choose. We are going to put that leftover saddle from the Glendale set because he chose to go with the titanium on the 61. So we'll put the bell brass one in here and get our E and A just a little tighter, the intonation, and it'll actually smooth it out a little bit on the bottom end as well. And that's it for the Mahogany Tele.